Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Today we will be learning about AVD. AVD is nothing but Android Virtual Device, also known as emulator. In this video, we will be seeing what is an Android Virtual Device, how to install Android Virtual Device and how to use it. In order to understand what is Android Virtual Device, let's imagine we are in a situation where we need to test an application which is developed but we don't have an Android device, or in other situation we have a latest version of mobile with latest operating system and with a big screen, and we need to test our application with some older version of operating system or on smaller screen. In this case, our AVD comes into picture, where it will provide us with a virtual mobile environment with the same configuration and operating system that we need for testing, where we can test and debug our application. Now let's start creating an Android virtual device. In order to create an Android virtual device, we first need to create an Android project. I have already created a project for you, my friends. So now we can create an AVD. To create an AVD, we need to open Device Manager. Device Manager can be accessed from two locations. As you can see, we can access Android Virtual Device from a Device Manager which is located on a toolbar. You can see my cursor. You can see a Device Manager icon over here. On clicking this Device Manager icon, we can access and create a AVD over here. Or if you want to access a same Device Manager from menu bar, we are having a tool menu, and in that tool menu we are having a Device Manager option over here. Okay, so let's start creating a virtual device. To create virtual device, we need to click on this create device button. On clicking that create device button, we will be provided with this particular pop-up window. In this, we have to select our device. Device in the sense that for which we are making an application. Suppose that if you are making an application for phone and we need to test it on a virtual device, then we have to create a virtual device for a phone. So we will be selecting this option. If we want to make a virtual device to test a TV application, then we have to click on this TV option. If you are making it for a wearable like smartwatch, then we have to click on this particular option. If you are making a virtual device where we want to test for an application that we are making for tablet, so we have to click on this tablet option. And if we are making for an automobile, then we have to click on this automotive option. So now we are learning phone, so we will be clicking on this phone option. So as when we'll be selecting this phone option, we will be providing with a basic hardware device definitions. So suppose that what things that we want, like what size that we are requiring, or what resolution that we will require, like what is the height and width of the phone in pixels, and what will be the diagonal size of a phone in an inches. And if we want that it should be provided with a Play Store facility, then you can see the option over here. So we have to select that particular phone that will provide us with the facility that we require for Play Store, with respect to Play Store size, resolution and density. So I am selecting this Pixel 4 and I am selecting next button. Next will be the now we have selected a hardware. Now we need to select a operating system that we need to install on that particular hardware. So as you can see that we need to download an operating system that we want to be installed on that particular device. For example, if we want to install this, we need to download this particular operating system. As you can see that Nougat is there, which is already been downloaded. So if you want, we can select this option, and if you want to select some different operating system, we need to click on this download option. So you can see this screen where we are downloading the files. AVD will provide us with almost all functionality that we are having in a real device, where we can get the incoming phone calls, text message. It also gives us location of a device and simulates different network speeds. AVD simulates rotation and other hardware sensors too. It accesses Google Play Store and much more. So now it has been downloaded and installed. Let's finish, and we have to click on this next button. So whatever name that I want to give to my AVD device, that I can provide it over here, and after opening, in what orientation that I want, I'll be selecting that orientation. That after opening, if I want to see it in a landscape mode, then I'll be selecting a landscape over here, and if I want to in a portrait mode, I'll be selecting a portrait over here. Some advanced setting is also available, like camera, then network speed, memory that we want. It is optional. If you want, you can select as per your requirement. Then we'll click on this finish button. On clicking the finish button, you can see that an option which is selected over here of the new device which has been appear over here, and on clicking this play button, we will be launching our AVD. It's getting connected. We can hide this device manager, so we can able to see the emulator in a bigger size. Okay, starting. So now a virtual device is ready, and now it's time to test our application on Android virtual device. To run our application on virtual device, we are having a play option over here. We have to select the devices from this option, which is available on our toolbar. So our device is Pixel 4 API 30, so we will be selecting that option, and we will be clicking on this play button. It will take time because it is running for the first time. By the meantime it is running, we will see the options that we are provided for managing an AVD device. Like if you want to volume up, shut down a device, so first one is this power button. Using that we can power off a device. Then okay, so it's got launched. So only a simple application that we have created with only hello world is written in that, and now it is being displayed in a virtual device. Simple application. So in this fashion, what we can do, we can create whatever the application that we want to test, and we can run in our virtual device. Okay, so we are talking about the options that we will be provided with a virtual device. First one is power on. So if we want to switch off this phone, we will be clicking on this power button, as we are having a power button on our mobile phone. Then volume up and volume down button. Then rotate left button. Using that we can rotate this AVD device. Suppose that if you are doing kind of any motion kind of application and we want to test, so that can be done in this fashion. Rotate right, then back button, and the buttons that we are having, like back button at the bottom of a phone, so it is also provided over here. Then main button, which has been there, menu, overview to see what all applications which are open, home button. Then to take a screenshot, for many times we want a screenshot of an application, even if we are publishing our application on a Play Store, we require a screenshot of an application, and that can be taken out with this particular option which is provided over here. Okay, so as you can see, the screenshot is been captured, and wherever we want to save, we can save it with this button. Snapshot is there, and some extended controls are also available with this particular AVD device. On clicking on extended control, we will be provided with this pop-up window. Suppose that we are making some application where we require some advanced hardware, and that need to be set down. Like suppose that we want that our mobile should pinpoint to a specific location, so that can be done by using this extended control. So suppose that I want my mobile to point out to Gateway of India. So it will be like selected over here, and I can set my location. I can set the location over here. Okay, so it will be set, and it will, suppose that if you are making a application where you want to show this particular point where your mobile is at currently, then it will be showing this current location. Then suppose that if you want to say you have tested on this particular screen resolution, you want to test an application on some another screen resolution, so that can be done by this particular option, by clicking on this add secondary display and selecting the resolution that you want that your application to be tested. You can select an option over there. Okay, and then we will be applying the changes to it, that will be applied over. The cellular, suppose that you want to check that your application is detecting the network, it is detecting the strain in the network, so that can be done by setting some different network configuration, as it will not get affected because we will be using an internet of a laptop. But if you want to test like different parameters of network types are available, and you want to see that whether your application is functioning in this particular network type, that can be tested. Then to check, or if you are checking the signal strength in an application, so that can be checked by setting the different signal strength over there. Then roaming status, that if you are selecting you are handling in an application, that can be done over here. Then data status, okay, meter status. Then if you want that your application should check that whether it is charging, or what percentage it is being charged, your mobile is what percentage it is gonna, like you are having a camera application, that it will not open when we are having a battery lower than 5%, and so if you want to do it in a such case, then we need to know the battery health. So that can be done by setting the different things, and like setting a battery size to 5%, and when you will be reopening your application, it will be like opening the AVD, it will be like our mobile device will be at 5%, and how our application react on that we can check down, like charger connection, then battery status that you want to show, like charging, discharging, battery health that you want to provide, then camera, like what all image you will be provided, like if you are using a camera in your AVD, it will be provided with some default image, and if you want to change the default image, that can be changed it from that particular option. Then phone, if you want to check, if you want to create an application where we are handling the phone calls and all, so that can be checked down. To call, we will click on this. It is not showing. What we'll do, we will call again, and then we will call again. Now it is. So if you want to answer, we will select on answer button and decline, then select on decline. Okay, if you want to check the message, that whether your application is capturing a message or not, that can be done by sending the message. Now you can see that the message that we have typed over here, it is being delivered on a virtual device. So according to that OTP, it is capturing and all that you want to check, that can be done by typing the message in the format that you want over here, and that can be tested in a AVD device. Then direction pad is being provided. Currently it is showing that it is not supported over here, but when we are using maps and all, so that can be, the location can be pinpointed by using this directional pad. Like microphones, like if you want to say that the works, your headset is plugged in, then headset is with microphone, then uses the host audio input. So that can the setting that we used to do, that can be done using this particular thing. Then some application runs on fingerprint, so that can be tested using this fingerprint option. Like we are having different fingerprint samples over here, so we will be selecting one, and we will be seeing that whether it is matching when we are opening that particular application. We will be setting to fingerprint to like set to 2, and then suppose that application is capturing this thing, and if it is fingerprint 2, then we will be having an entry in an application. Then virtual sensors are there, like different sensors are available in a mobile device, and we want to test that particular sensor value, so that can be set over here, and it can be tested in an application like ambience, magnetic field, proximity, distance that we want to test, that can be done. We can help with of a proximity sensor, light, pressure, relativity, that can be checked using this proximity sensor. Then bug report is being generated over here, and if you want to record the screen, like we are having a screen recorder nowadays, so we can start recording a screen, mobile screen. We can play now. Okay, and record again. Okay, it's playing. And if you want to save, you can save it with this save option over here. We can also select the format that we want. Then Play Store services that we can access using this option, setting, and last one is help. Okay, thank you for watching this video. For more video, stay connected with us. Thank you.